Now to give you a sneak peek at advanced technology coming from LG's laboratories, Dr. Woo Pig.
Thank you, John. That was an excellent introduction. Excuse me. Good morning. Today I'd like to present a few of the new technologies we put into our products that we'll be announcing here at CES 2009. Also, I'll give you a glimpse of the technologies that we've been preparing for the future, as well as the first introduction of our environmental policy. The first thing I'd like to talk about today is about getting rid of these ugly-looking wires. You know that people don't like these wires. Actually, I don't mind it too much, but my wife does. Well, I have a really good news for you. We'll be launching TVs with built-in wireless HDMI connectivity. We looked at many wireless technologies and quite simply chose the best one without any compromises. We can offer uncompressed, lossless, 1080p Full HD wireless connections up to 60 frames per second. This was made possible by a 60 GHz radio with a smart antenna array of 52 antenna elements that can provide the data transmission rates of whopping 3 gigabits per second. I believe 3D is the next big wave coming to the consumer electronics industry, and we've been working closely with the film studios, broadcasters, to establish the best possible standard and to bring the best 3D products to the consumers as soon as possible. LG is developing a 3D chipset that will be integrated into our displays, enabling all of the anticipated 3D formats to be processed. I can also announce that we are working on both LCD and PDP TVs, as well as projection systems to allow full HD viewing. And you are all invited to view our 3D display demos at our booth. Motion blur is something that all TV manufacturers have been trying to eliminate. Last year, we featured 120 Hz processing on many of our LCD TVs, but we didn't want to stop there. This year, we are introducing an improvement on 120 Hz, which we call True Motion 240 Hz. Our True Motion 240 Hz technology combines the 120 Hz processing with a backlight that is automatically switched on and off to create these individual frames. The flashes are so fast that you don't see any flicker, but the outcome is a picture that is much sharper and clearer than was possible before. I believe LED backlight technology will replace CCFL because of the improvements to picture quality as well as power savings. Last year, we introduced an LED backlit TV which offered a huge leap in picture quality by adjusting the backlight based on the picture brightness, thereby dramatically improving the contrast ratio, and we are introducing even better models this year. Using LG's exclusive integrated optical lens technology with 240 local dimming zones and pixel compensation, we've been able to achieve an overall thickness of just 25 millimeters and the contrast ratio up to 2 million to 1. All of this and the 240 Hz True Motion technology, it really is advanced technology beautifully hidden. I can show you an example of how this technology works here on this slide. If I simulate the local dimming of the LCD, you can see how the LED backlight is able to control individual areas of the screen. As I mentioned earlier, in our new slim LED products, we have divided the screen into 240 different sections, twice as many as last year's 128 sections. Last year, LG was proud to launch the world's first Blu-ray player with integrated Netflix video streaming, the BD300. BD300, as you can see on this slide, has an easy-to-use on-screen menu that leads you into the viewing of over 10,000 movies from your Netflix Instant View queue. I can announce today that we'll be the first manufacturer to add the new Netflix HD contents to our existing Blu-ray player BD300, as well as the new BD370 and BD390. We'll be also upgrading the service offerings over the coming months by adding the support for YouTube and forming partnerships for the future with other online video and audio service providers. We'll be also announcing a series of TVs this year at CES with the networking capability, including the Netflix and YouTube. Many of our products also support content sharing in the home network using the DLNA standard, as well as, and also we have added support for DVX HD and MKV encoded content. If you are an audiophile or had a chance to drive the Lexus, you're probably all familiar with the reputation of the legendary Mark Levinson. Both Mark and LG have shared the ambition to bring the high-end, high-quality audio to the mass market, and we've been working closely to achieve that goal. In 2008, we launched many products that Mark has personally tuned, as shown on this slide. And this year, we'll be launching even more products tuned and certified personally by Mark Levinson. Have you ever tried to use your cell phone in noisy areas like downtown street, supermarket, or just a crowd of people? The other person cannot hear what you're saying because of the loud background noise. And we looked at this problem and found a solution by adding a second microphone shown on this slide. And with some clever signal processing, they can almost entirely eliminate the background noise. So I'd like to play a brief video clip to demonstrate this technology in action.
Dual speech enhancement for talk. Talk anywhere. Noise can be a reason. Hello? I can't hear you. Could you please go somewhere quieter?
Wait a minute, I'll make it PSC. Can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's really noisy here. I have a great new feature on my phone called PSC. It reduces background noise really well. So I'm able to talk to you even in a noisy place like this.
Wow, that's really cool. Hey, listen, we need to talk about the
Well, how would you like to have this feature on your cell phone? We'll be adding this technology into many of our cell phones at the second half of this year. Last year here at CES, same place, I unveiled our ATSC mobile DTV technology. And you're probably wondering what has happened since then. Well, this year we have two live HD channels, one in channel 22 and another in channel 29, right here in Las Vegas, transmitting a total of 9 video channels using the ATSC mobile DTV technology. We are also showcasing cell phones, MP3 players, portable DVD players, laptop computers, and in-car AV receivers. In terms of the standard, in April last year, an independent viability test was conducted by the OMVC, Open Mobile Video Coalition, and top ratings were given to our system. So our system became the basis of the candidate standard, which was tested by the ATSC in November last year, and the confirmation testing is now taking place. The final standard is expected to be completed by the third quarter of this year. Next thing is, I'm sure that you all heard about the greenhouse gas and global warming. CO2 concentration has almost doubled since the Industrial Revolution to about 380 ppm currently. This graph clearly shows the increase in the temperature and the CO2 concentration if you don't reduce our emissions. With this in mind, I'm happy to announce our environmental policy. We are committed to reducing the CO2 emissions in our manufacturing globally by 150 kilotons per year by 2020. CE products consume a lot of electricity over the course of their lifetime, much more than the energy used during the manufacturing process. We are therefore working very hard to develop energy-efficient TVs, just like the LED backlit TVs that I mentioned earlier, energy-efficient refrigerators, washing machines, air conditioners, and many other products. I'm also happy to announce that we are committed to the reduction of 30 megatons of CO2 over the lifetime of our products by 2020. And that's equivalent to the CO2 emissions for the power generation of the entire state of Nevada. Now you can see why LG stands for life's good, especially when it's green. Well, I have one final thing to show you today. That is our prototype mobile phone watch. It's ringing, so. Hello? This is Upek. Who is this?
This is okay.
Okay. Well, I'm in the middle of presentation, so why don't I call you right back? And as you can see, this is a really working product. And this is the world's smallest fully featured 3G watch phone with the Bluetooth and the speakerphone capability. And it has a touch-based user interface with the 3 buttons on the side. And you can even play your favorite songs. Hold on, let me try this. This is really something that you would expect to see in a 007 movies where James Bond wearing it. Probably you can't wait until you get this particular gadget. And we'll have this in production at the later part of this year. Well, it's been a pleasure to be here today, and I hope to see you all in our booth in the Central Hall. Thank you very much.
2009, our Senior Vice President.